Okay, humanity makes you who you are now. Kundalini makes you into what you will become. So let's be clear on this. Like, dealing with this work is trying to explain to you, conscious folks, that you're trying to become something. See, I don't think we understand. We revel in this melanin. We revel in what we have done already as pyramid builders, as Angkor Wat builders. We kind of blow up our ego saying we're better than you because we were the first, this, that, the other. But you would not be down here unless you still was trying to continue transformation, period. So therefore, you have to first accept you're still becoming something. Again, I've always given this example. Eddie Murphy coming to America, he was the prince, and he was destined to be the king. But he still went to McDonald's, to church, to find Lisa, which represented alchemy or a new love or becoming something new. You get what I'm saying? It's the same concept. Now, what you are as a human, we won't even have to get into this wretchedness of it all. But we will say this. You have been a human for quite a long time, so before you even get into the wretchedness of human being, if you cannot stomach that, what you need to understand is it's something that you've done already. So it's not like you hate the third grade, but you've already passed the third grade. Just look at it that way. If you cannot understand the Gnostic understanding, which is really all the understandings, the Gnostics just said it straight out. But really, if you use your common sense, if you read anything about Kemetic mythology and all the Kemetic people, their entire goal was to leave the planet and never come back. So indirectly, they're saying, fuck this place, it's not the hot shit. You get what I'm saying? There's no hieroglyph that tells you about diet, you know what I'm saying, health care in the future, job searching, what to do with George Zimmerman, none of that. All the hieroglyphs talk about leaving and never coming back. So later day Egyptians, called the Coptic Egyptians, which were the Gnostics, basically said, well, we're going to take away all the fluff. We don't have time for temples and initiations and breeding you here, so we're going to just take away all the fluff, tell you a doctrine, what they were talking about, and came up with the Gnostic mythology that we know today, the Demiurge, Yaldabaoth, and so on and so forth. But basically what they talked about was the wretchedness of humanity, how it's you better off being a bum on the other side than a king on this side, that the human body is nothing but a cesspool, a septic tank, that this is the bastardized crazy. You can go on. I'm going on and on for days of not my interpretation, the ancient Gnostic interpretation, which each time I give out those books in class, somebody's finding light like they've never found light, and it starts to make sense to them because they understand there's something in them that understands this. There's something ancient in you that understands this concept. You were mind-controlled into believing this is the best you got. This is the best we've got. You're this human-centered being, and the universe somehow revolves around you. You get what I'm saying? You're just one grain of sand in one particular beach out in the middle of fucking nowhere called Earth. You're not that special. You get what I'm saying? What it is, but you were born with what they call divine spark, or that light which you can turn into a roaring flame, and this is represented as your soul. And this is done through alchemy. This is done through self-transformation. You have to save your motherfucking self. There's no group that can save you. There's no entity that's going to save you.
That's right.
Entities are nothing but energies that are designed by you, FUBU, for us, by us, for us to utilize for the sake of alchemy. for the sake of energy that we can use for whatever cause we want. Now, I hope it's a higher fucking cause than just getting your laundry done.